I've been away for a couple of Wednesdays, but welcome to the bald truth. And this is my opinion, whether you like it or not. Crazy people make crazy laws in Regina earlier this week, and we covered it live here on The Arena. I don't think his reputation is a wild and crazy guy. I think his reputation is, with all due respect, as a lunatic who doesn't speak for anybody.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I mean, you should read his book. It's an intelligent book.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, we're being asked to leave right now. So, Michael, I think we're going to have to cut it short, okay?
Yeah. Why did you go there in the first place? If people say they don't want you there, why do that?
It's being pressed right now, Michael. So thanks so much, and we'll keep standing for freedom in Canada and the U.S. Bye-bye.
Now, as you saw, while we were interviewing anti-gay fanatic Peter LaBarbera on Monday, he was arrested for trespassing. That was an excuse rather than a reason, the real motivation being that his views and ideas offend people. But so what? I disagree with him too, but I don't need the nanny state to change my metaphorical diapers. By the way, the Christian LaBarbera told one of my producers that he thought that I was a dick. Well, maybe I am, sir, but what sort of language is that? He also tweeted that I had sold out to what he called Big Gay Incorporated to become a big TV star. No. I was a big TV star long before I sold out to Big Gay Incorporated. Now, Justin Trudeau is being sued by a female Liberal activist because he accused her of being a bully.
The only person Mr. Harper wants his caucus to serve is their leader. Well, that's not good enough. We need to be a party of community leaders, devoted to community service. That's why I'm calling for open nominations for all Liberal candidates in every single riding in the next election.
Sorry, that was good. Trudeau's really good when he's funny. Now, the Trudeau camp, though, is becoming a little confused these days, isn't it? You're supposed to be Liberals, guys, not fascists. Get it? Yet you insult other party members, you prevent some running for office, you refuse to answer questions from reporters who won't fawn over you and you then praise China and Cuba and say soft things about Iran. It's a real mess. In fact, it's a bit of a fuddle-duddle, really, isn't it? Now, a man who looks like a slightly angry suburban accountant says he's going to bring holy war to Canada.
This is a message to Canada and all the American Tawagheet. We are coming and we will destroy you, bidnillahi ta'ala.
Hello. Okay, we know. It's really a wonderful religion of peace. Kill the Jews. Peace be upon Muhammad. Kill the gays. All religions are the same. Kill the infidels. Sharia law is actually very civilized when you understand it. Kill everybody. Now, some of us have been saying for a very long time that Islamism hates Western values, yet when we do, we're accused of Islamophobia. I really fear that it will take bombs and death on the streets of Toronto and Montreal to prove us right. How obscenely tragic and sad. Now, the Liberals have given us a new version of family values. It's known as sheer bloody nepotism. Dalton McGuinty's father pretty much handed him his seat. His brother is an MP, and the leader of his federal party, Justin Trudeau, is the son of Pierre, and Paul Martin's dad was also an MP. All in the family. Now, the Liberal Premier of Ontario, Kathleen Wynne, has appointed the brother of her wife as interim CEO of eHealth at $210,000 a year. Dancing, sketchy. Modern family, sort of, but not really quite as funny or well acted. Now, a horror in Calgary where 5 people were stabbed to death. The worst murder, really, in the city's history.
The suspect arrived at the party, obtained a large knife, and targeted the victims one by one, stabbing them several times. This is the worst murder, mass murder in Calgary's history. We have never seen 5 people killed by an individual at one scene. So the scene was horrific.
It would be crass and immoral to make this a political issue, but look, we must consider what the catastrophe says about human nature, and it's really quite simple. that people are capable of horrendous crimes and that the means they use is largely irrelevant. Would knife control have been the solution? Well, of course not, and impossible as well. The same applies to guns and gun control. Broken, insane, or bad people will use anything gun, blade, club to hurt others. We need to reform character, not control weapons. Now, men used to run away to sea. Now they run away to the CBC. Now, well, maybe not so much, because the CBC is losing a lot of its money.
This public broadcaster is currently the third worst funded per capita in the developed world. We have limited resources. Our ad revenue has taken a hit. There's no such thing as new funding from Ottawa, only cutbacks. If you do believe in public broadcasting, then maybe the time has come to assert yourselves, Canada. And frankly, maybe it's time for those of us who work here to do so too.
First world problems. Give me more money. The guy's asking you to pay more wages to him. I don't want to gloat, really. I'm genuinely sorry, too, for people who might lose their jobs. But have you noticed that the world does still spin, that water is still wet, that women are still beautiful, and Canada still functions, even though the CBC had some of its hundreds of millions of dollars taken back by you, the taxpayer? There is none so self-obsessed as a liberal journalist, and there are myriad at the CBC. Sorry, guys, time to live in the real world. And that's my opinion, whether you like it or not.